Everyone says DTF printing is the easy path to profit, low cost, fast turnaround, and everyone is selling custom merch now. You have probably browsed a bunch of DTF machines already, some cheap, some pricey, and on paper they all look kind of similar. So it gets hard to know what actually matters. The part most people miss is the hidden costs, the time you spend babysitting prints, the maintenance curve, and how fast a good deal can slow you down once orders start stacking. So in this video, I'm putting two of the most popular machines head to head to show you how to choose based on your workflow and your plans, whether you're just curious, already running a small setup, or trying to scale for real. You are here because you see the cash potential in DTF, right? It really is an awesome way to start a business because you can print on almost everything, any fabric, any color. That's the dream. Vibrant, pro-level print flying out the door. But let's be real, most people look at that initial price tag and think that's the whole story. They forget the hidden costs, all the wasted film, the consistent clocks, and troubleshooting that eats your Saturday. That's the stuff that kills a small business. If your goal is to make money, you need a machine that doesn't steal your time. I have spent the last month doing the dirty work for you, running a full production stress test on these two DTF printers. On the left is the Procolored F30 Panda. It goes for around $4,000 and is probably the most popular entry-level DTF printers right now. On the right is the xTool apparel printer. It sells for around $7,000 and is one of the most talked about all-in-one DTF setups on the market. These two basically represent the two paths most people consider. Do you start with something affordable to get your business going, or do you invest in a more complete solution from day one? In this video, I'll walk you through the real differences, what you gain and what you give up on each side, whether the cheaper one is actually the smarter buy, and what exactly you're paying for with a more expensive option. If you're thinking about starting a DTF business, this breakdown will be very useful. First thing you need to know about DTF. These printers need regular upkeep, especially the printhead. DTF ink is very different from regular ink. It carries a lot of tiny particles, and the white ink in particular settles quickly when the machine sits still, which makes clogs a real risk. Talk to anyone running a DTF business and they will tell you the same thing. If you cannot use the machine every day, they will suggest you skip the purchase. And for most printers, that advice is absolutely true. So the first question we need to answer is whether these two machines are easy to maintain and whether the printhead will clog after sitting unused for a few days. This is especially important when you suddenly get the order and want to start printing right away. How long does it take to produce the first clean print? For the Procolored, I left it idle for about 2 days, which is pretty normal for someone running a busy side hustle. It took around 15 minutes to get the first usable print. I usually run 2 or 3 printhead cleanings, and by the third print, everything looks fine. But if you leave it unused for longer, you will need to seal all the ink cartridges in bags before you leave and swap in a set of cartridges filled with cleaning solution so the printhead does not clog. With the xTool, I pushed their claim a bit further. They said it can sit for 10 days or more without any maintenance. My last print on this machine was over 2 weeks ago. It took only 2 to 3 minutes to get the first clean print. This is a big reason why this machine is so popular. You tap on one button on the screen to clean and it automatically runs a print test. The only thing you need to do is tap the screen. It handles the rest. From everything I have seen, xTool is likely the only machine that has simplified maintenance to this level. Even printers in the same price range cannot offer this level of convenience. Software is also a major factor in whether a machine is actually easy to use. With the Procolored, the software honestly left me disappointed. To be more transparent, it is difficult to use. It relies on a traditional IP software workflow, and if this is your first time using something like this, you might run into issues right from the installation. The interface is confusing, cluttered, and not beginner-friendly. On top of downloading the required software, you also need to plug in the dongle provided by Procolored just to run the machine. And since the software only supports Windows, there are some clear limitations. During everyday use, the feature you will probably rely on the most is nesting, which helps you get the most out of each film sheet. While nesting is technically available, you will often find yourself arranging things manually. Overall, the software feels like something that should not exist in 2025, at least not on a machine this popular. I have seen a lot of Procolored reviews, and almost no one talks about this point. So I think it's something you should pay special attention to when choosing a DTF printer. xTool experience is much smoother. If you know xTool, you probably know them for their laser machines, and they have spent years refining the software for those. You can feel that polish here. The interface is easier to understand, and you can do everything directly from the software, including moving the printhead or running a cleaning cycle. Nesting is also more intelligent, and the built-in AI tools like image enhancement work surprisingly well. xTool also supports both Windows and Mac, and you can connect through USB or Wi-Fi, which makes setup a lot more flexible. The machine itself also includes a touchscreen, so if you do not feel like using the software, you can run most of the essential operations right from the screen. This kind of software feels like what the 2025 products should offer. What surprised me is that before this machine launched and even today, I've not seen another brand deliver software at this level that truly makes life easier for users. Workflow and speed determine how many prints a machine can produce in a day, which directly translates to how much money it can make for you. This is where entry-level machines and fully integrated systems start to look completely different, and the gap is probably bigger than you expect. To get the film ready for heat pressing, there are 4 steps. You print the design, cut the film, apply the powder, and cure it in the oven. With the Procolored, producing one ready film takes at least 30 minutes. The print itself takes about 7 minutes, and I will show you a direct speed comparison later. After that, you use the cutting blade here to trim the film. Since the tray is not long enough, you need to be careful not to let the film slip to the floor. Next, you prepare a box, pour in the powder, and coat the print evenly. Then you preheat the oven, put the film in, wait about 3 minutes, and now you have one ready film. This is what makes it an entry-level machine. Every step requires manual work, and during that time, you cannot do anything else. Printing one sheet feels manageable, but if you need 30 or 50, can you keep up with coding and curing every sheet without slowing down? The more prints you need, the more the total time increases. Now look at the integrated machine. This is what a truly automated, production-capable setup looks like. Once you start a print from the software or touchscreen, the machine finishes the print and then cuts the film automatically. It sends it through the powdering chamber using the conveyor and shaking mechanism, then moves it into the large oven to complete curing. After about 3 minutes, a ready film comes out at the end. The machine can handle everything on its own. You can cure up 30 or 50 prints, and while the machine processes them, you can heat press shirts, reply to customer, or work on marketing. This workflow is what actually makes a business profitable. Designing prints is important, but if the printing process consumes all your time, it is very hard for the business to scale or hit the income you expect. Now let's look at the real-world print speed. Before this test, I assumed the 2 machines will not be that far apart. In fact, just looking at the moving printheads, I even saw Procolored might be faster. But as you can see, with the same design and size, xTool is already more than halfway done, while Procolored is still under 20%. When Procolored finishes one print, xTool has already completed 2, and the first one has already come out of the oven. This is very real difference. Speed is not just about how fast the head moves, it is about how much ink the printhead can lay down in a single pass. If xTool's head covers 2 or 3 times more area each time it moves, Procolored being fast physically does not matter. This is one of the clear advantages of a better printhead. Print quality is what your customers will notice first. Color, detail, and how the final print feels on a shirt all matter. Here are the 2 prints using the same file at the same size with no color adjustment, just the default setting from each software. Procolored is on the left and xTool is on the right. At first glance, Procolored looks more vibrant, but when we bring in the original artwork, you will notice something interesting. The original is actually less saturated than Procolored's output. After printing nearly 20 different color-heavy images, I realized Procolored automatically boosts saturation. It is a clever choice and it does make the prints look more vivid. Whether that is good or bad depends on your preference. Procolored gives a more saturated look while xTool produces a more accurate and true to original color. We also need to look at how the print feels after heat pressing. On canvas bags, both feel similar, but on hoodies, xTool has a noticeable lighter, almost unnoticeable texture. Even from the backside of the fabric, it does not feel thick. This is likely thanks to a higher quality powder. Procolored is heavier and feels thicker. For this test, I used the full powder included with both machines. And now let's talk about safety and health concerns. DTF powder is something you want to treat seriously. Inhaling the powder over time can cause respiratory issues. And when the powder melts in the oven, it releases VOX and isocyanates. With the Procolored, powdering easily kicks powder into the air, which is why you see me wearing a mask the entire time. The standalone oven also has no built-in ventilation. That means everything evaporates directly into the rim. If you use this type of machine, I strongly recommend wearing a mask and getting an air purifier. With xTool, powdering is enclosed, so there is no loose powder in the air. You simply add powder from the side. The machine also has a dedicated ventilation port, so you can connect it directly to your purifier. That setup is significantly safer. If you prefer, you can also use xTool's own purifier. Since it's designed to work with the printer, it automatically turns on during the curing and even helps cool the oven. Now let's talk about hidden costs. Based on my actual experience and testing, entry-level machines look cheap upfront, but they come with expense you might not expect. First, maintenance. Lower-cost printers rarely have complete printhead protection. Either you manually maintain the head every day or your rig's clogs. Replacing a head costs $200 to $300, and if the machine has dual heads, that cost doubles. During the replacement period, your orders stop, so you lost money twice. Second, waste. You might notice xTool pulls film back in after test prints and manage leftover film more efficiently. Entry-level printers do not do this. It seems small, but once you start printing at scale, wasted film becomes a real cost. For the two brands in the video, you will need to stick with their official ink and film. If not, the warranty doesn't count. xTool's materials are great, but they do cost more. And since neither machine supports scan sheet printing right now, you can't really maximize your film usage. Third, time. This is simple math. When you receive a lot of orders, print speed directly affects your hourly income. The more steps the machine handles for you, the more time you have to print shirts or receive orders. After finishing the full comparison, who should choose an entry-level printer and who should choose an integrated one? My conclusion is probably the same as what you are feeling by now. I would not recommend any entry-level DTF printer to someone who plans to build a business. Whether it is this Procolored model or even cheaper machines on the market, they just do not meet the requirements of production-level workflow. Too many manual steps, very slow printing, and I honestly doubt whether I can fill 15 hoodies orders a day on a machine like this. If you are a hobbyist making shirts for family or friends, this type of printer is great. Doing everything manually is actually a fun experience and something you can enjoy with people around you. If you run a very small shop that sells maybe 100 pieces a month and you do not expect to scale, you can consider an entry-level machine as long as you accept the manual workflow. In many cases, simply ordering custom films might be faster and more cost-effective. If you are serious about building a business and you expect larger order volumes, an integrated DTF printer is the only realistic option. For automation, lower clock risk, and with machines like xTool, you can even let it print overnight and come back the next morning to press shirts. That is what gives you the ability to scale or maintain a healthy profit margin. That covers everything for this video. I know there are still many more factors to consider when choosing a DTF printer. If you're interested, let me know in the comments and I will help answer your questions. Thank you for watching.